Hi, welcome back to the Phoenix Lab. Today, we're talking all about green tea, specifically how to get all those longevity benefits without having to rely on supplements. Green tea is one of the things that I believe holds some of the secrets to health and longevity, and I've taken far more than my share of green tea supplements in pretty much every form you can think of. But here's the thing. The supplement industry is the Wild West. Minimal regulation, questionable quality control, and outright scams everywhere you look. There are a few good companies out there, but even companies claiming third-party testing are perfectly capable of being deceptive. If you're avoiding supplements for these or any other very good reasons, you're making a smart choice. But green tea's benefits for longevity are no joke. So how do you tap in? The catechins, especially EGCG, along with L-theanine, have been shown to reduce inflammation, protect DNA, support cellular cleanup, and even help with fat metabolism. The problem? These compounds typically have pathetic bioavailability. Your body just isn't great at absorbing them. So let's hack this. I'm going to show you how to maximize absorption and benefits from actual green tea, both the leaves that you steep and the matcha that's now my morning go-to. First, brewing matters more than you think. Don't use boiling water. You'll destroy the delicate catechins. Instead, use water that's between 160 and 180 degrees Fahrenheit. If you don't have a temperature-controlled kettle, just let boiling water sit for about 2 minutes before pouring. And let's talk about the water you're using while we're at it. Because yes, it actually matters for extracting those precious compounds. Filtered water is probably your best option. Standard tap water is full of chlorine and other chemicals that can bind to catechins and reduce their effectiveness. Those same chemicals can also mess with the taste. Spring water is excellent too, with its natural mineral content that helps extract the beneficial compounds. The minerals act as catalysts in pulling out catechins from the leaves. Distilled water? You might want to skip it. I use it sometimes, but it's sometimes too aggressive of a solvent and extracts more bitter compounds. Plus, the lack of minerals means poor extraction of the good stuff. It produces kind of a flat, unbalanced tasting. If you're using tap water, at least let it sit for a few minutes to allow some of the chlorine to dissipate. Or better yet, run it through a basic carbon filter. Any filter is better than none. Hard water with high mineral content can actually block proper extraction of catechins, while water that's too soft doesn't extract efficiently either. The sweet spot is moderately soft, filtered water. This might sound like obsessive min-maxing, but when you're trying to maximize bioavailability without taking supplements, these details compound into significant differences. And if you don't think that water is the foundation of your health, my upcoming masterclass will be a really fun ride for you. So back to the tea. Steep your tea for 3 to 5 minutes. Less than that, and you're missing compounds. More than that, and you're extracting too many tannins, making it bitter without adding benefits. I mean, if you like it bitter, that's fine, but after 5 minutes, you're not getting any extra of the good stuff. Here's where it gets interesting. Add a squeeze of lemon to your tea. Fresh lemon, like from an actual lemon, not from a bottle. The vitamin C and acidity prevent catechin degradation and can improve absorption by up to 5 times. That's not a typo. 5 times better absorption from one simple hack. Whenever I add vitamin C to my tea, I also add a hint of honey because I like the flavor profile better, and raw honey has its own list of benefits. You'll also want to ditch the tea bags. They're convenient, sure, but they're usually filled with dust and fannings, the lowest quality parts of the tea leaf. Plus, the bags themselves are full of microplastics and other noxious treatment chemicals that you super don't want to ingest. Go for loose leaf tea, which preserves more of the beneficial compounds. I have a dedicated French press for teas and a tall glass tea pitcher with a stainless steel filter for all of my tea needs. They even make a tea straw made of stainless steel or glass that has a stainless steel filter at the end so you can brew right in your cup. When you drink matters too. Have your tea between meals, not with them. Food, especially dairy, can reduce catechin absorption. Your morning cup should be at least 30 minutes before breakfast to give your body time to digest. If you want maximum potency from your tea, matcha is the uncontested winner. Unlike regular green tea where you're just steeping the leaves, with matcha you're consuming the entire leaf ground into a fine powder. The numbers are staggering. 1 cup of matcha delivers roughly the EGCG equivalent of 10 cups of regular green tea. You heard me correctly, 10 times. The L-theanine content is also off the charts compared to standard green tea. The grading system for matcha is a modern marketing tactic, but it does delineate the quality like a traditional tea house would. Ceremonial grade matcha is expensive as shit, but it's worth every penny. It is smooth, it tastes good, and it has a sweetness that you won't get from the lower grade teas. The cheaper culinary grade stuff has significantly lower catechin content and often contains more contaminants and kind of tastes like bitter sawdust. Don't waste your money on the cheap stuff. Either buy high quality matcha or stick with good loose leaf tea. When preparing matcha, the temperature is even more crucial. Around 175 is ideal. Too hot and you'll destroy the compounds and create a bitter mess. Whisk it properly with a bamboo whisk or electric frother to break up clumps and create that perfect microfoam. For the truly obsessive biohackers out there, shade-grown matcha has the highest L-theanine content, which pairs beautifully with the caffeine for a sustained clean energy without the jitters or the crash. Here's another cool hack. Literally, matcha doesn't even need hot water to deliver benefits. Cold preparation works surprisingly well. Studies show that cold brewed green tea actually preserves more catechins like EGCG than the hot brew methods. Heat degrades some of these compounds while cold water preserves them. Plus, you get less bitterness since fewer tannins get extracted. The beauty of matcha is that you're consuming the entire leaf, regardless of preparation method. Those compounds are there whether you use hot or cold water. For cold matcha, I just add it to a cup with water about 3/4 full and use a frother to mix. No mess, no clumps, no extra dishes, which is extremely important to me. Consider using slightly more matcha powder than you would for a hot preparation to ensure optimal potency. The cold method is perfect for summer or for those of you who find hot matcha too intense. Be picky with your loose leaf green tea as well. Not all green tea is created equal. Japanese varieties like gyokuro or sencha typically have higher catechin content than the Chinese varieties. Shade-grown teas also have higher L-theanine levels, which is great for cognitive benefits and stress reduction. If you really want to optimize absorption, add a tiny pinch of black pepper to your tea while it's brewing. The piperine in black pepper enhances absorption of many compounds. You won't taste it if you just use a tiny amount, and really tiny. I asked Perplexity if there were any good synergistic ingredients for green tea, and it suggested turmeric. I entirely disagree. Keep that to my curries, thank you. Consistency beats quality every time, and this is something you'll hear me talk about often. 3 to 5 cups spread throughout the day will give you far better results than chugging a gallon once a week. Your body processes these compounds better in smaller, regular doses, which gives your body time to adapt and use them better. Make sure your tea is fresh. Use within 6 months of purchase for optimal potency. Stored in an airtight container away from light, heat, and moisture, and of course, don't keep it in plastic. Come on. And let's be real about your expectations, too. Will green tea alone help you live to 200? No single compound will. But as part of your longevity toolkit, properly prepared green tea is backed by serious research showing it can help reduce inflammation, support cellular cleanup mechanisms, protect DNA, and improve metabolic health. Remember, this is about the long game. Small, consistent habits compounding over decades. Drinking properly prepared green tea is one of those simple daily practices that can contribute to your extended health span. The beauty of this approach is that you're getting a complex array of beneficial compounds in their natural ratios, rather than isolated supplements that might miss important cofactors. So, it's tea time.